that I want to ask that, are you in a relationship?
Yeah, so you can see it's not too short.
So he sent you to the place to go send me the money, but our fine girl, whatever. So we often forget to put ourselves first, to consider ourselves in everything that we do. So self-love is crucial.
I wasn't getting that from her. In addition to that, I always realized like when we'd go out, most of the times it was my connection. And I've got all my love to give, cause you're not welcome anymore.
Cause you're beautiful like a flower, more valuable than a diamond. You are powerful like a fire. You will heal the world with your mind.
Hey lovies, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. My name is Shan. Thank you for joining me. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. It has been 1 year since I have been in this space, and I am still in awe because, to be honest, I did not know that I could commit to a year of posting consistently. There were so many reasons why I thought about just not doing it at all. It actually took me a longer time to start, because if I had started when people started telling me to start a channel, I would have been at maybe year 3 by now, and I regret it. I regret it because I'm like, wow, if in a year all this happened, I can only imagine where I would have been in 3 years. But you know what? Nothing before it's time. I will share with you, if you are considering starting a YouTube channel or you just started and you're not so sure about it, I'll tell you what it's been like for me for a year. At the time when I'm recording this video, I would have, I think, 1,050 subscribers. And I can tell you that I'm still in shock. I'm in shock for 2 things. One, when I started, I really thought that within a month I would have hit 1,000 subscribers. I honestly thought that. That was a shocker for me. I learned that the YouTube space is completely different from any other social media platform. I'm also in shock because the way that things were going when I just started, I kind of took my mind off of the numbers. I didn't know when I was going to hit 1,000, and then I just focused more on putting the content out and putting content out that felt real to me. So that's one thing I want to tell you. You cannot focus on the numbers, because if you focus on the numbers and the views that I have YouTube Studio, which is what you should be using really to check the analytics, and I don't check those, because the first couple of times I did, I was so disheartened. I was like, wait, what? So where are all these people that have been encouraging me to start a channel? So that goes to my other point. Do not start a channel because the people that you have in mind to support you are your friends or your close family members or loved ones. I can assure you that you might not get the kind of support that you think you'll get. You might get more support from strangers than you will people close to you. And at first, I wasn't sure how I felt about that, but then the people closest to you, they know you. So there's a chance that, like, for example, my friends, they talk to me all the time. The opinions that I share on here, they already know what my opinions are. They have me to deal with in real life. So they might really want to support, but it's like, yeah, I know you, right? So I look at it that way because people do have their lives. I also look at it like I often do is I will watch people's YouTube videos, but then I'll watch it on TV, or I'll watch it while I'm doing something. And so I don't necessarily get a chance to like, I might not get a chance to comment. Sometimes I'll say, oh, I'm going to comment. But then by the time that happens, it skips and it goes to the next thing. I just don't get around to it. It doesn't mean that I'm not consuming the content. It just means that I was probably doing 2 things at the same time. And so you have to be mindful of that people might not necessarily be commenting and liking on whatever, but they might be watching, they might be supporting, but just not in the way that you expect. Hence why I said, do not start a channel thinking that the people that are going to get you to where you want to get are going to be your immediate family and friends. Instead of looking at the growth as far as numbers and the analytics, I looked at how I developed over time. So I started comparing like my very first video to like month 3, and then comparing month 3 to like month 6 to see if I was seeing any changes, if I was seeing any changes in my editing, in my flow, if I was seeing any better quality as far as looking at my videos on my phone, on my TV. Now what I do is I watch like my own content from my cell phone, my laptop, and from my TV, so I can see what my viewers and my subscribers are seeing. I learned to compare where I was to where I am now, as opposed to compare to the numbers that I had then to now. I also realized, like, from a lot of YouTubers that I have seen, that sometimes it takes just that one video to blow up. You don't know what that video is going to be. So if you're going to start YouTube, or you're on YouTube and your thought process is what's going to blow up, what's going to blow up, you might blow your own mind. Because the truth of the matter is, I still have not been able to figure out the algorithm for YouTube for an entire year. If you have figured it out, of course, comment down below and let me know. But I'm still learning. I'm still learning new things. I'm still learning. I'm still grasping editing. Sometimes I'll do something and I'm like, oh, that looks cool. So you have to be open to learning. You have to be a student to learning. Do not think that you're going to start today and then tomorrow everyone you know is going to subscribe and share with their friends, and suddenly you're going to blow up. Also, I have to remind myself ever so often not to compare my 1 year worth of work to somebody's 9 years worth of work, because you have people who have been consistent for 9 years, posting 3 videos every week for 9 years. Obviously, you're going to have millions or hundreds of thousands of followers. You also have to understand that before you come into the space, you have to figure out who you are, what you are willing to share, because a lot of people come into the space, I believe, and like they look at someone's content and they're like, okay, that's doing well, this people seem to like this, but that's not genuinely you. So you have to be authentic. I assure you, your people will find you. There are people who watch my content that I've never seen leave a comment and in real life, or they'll send me a DM and they're like, girl, I love the fact that whatever, and I'm like, why didn't you say that in the comments? But I just learned that people communicate differently, and sometimes they're really not even thinking about it. But you have to be authentically yourself. So if you're going to come in with the idea that suddenly you're going to be monetized, you're going to start making money, and you're going to be the biggest thing on here, you might want to stop and ask yourself, why are you doing this? One of the reasons that I love the fact that I started this channel is because I get to leave a digital album here, so I can go back to, I can watch, I can see my growth over time. It is something that I can look at, and like some of the vlogs, now I'm starting to do more vlogs. There are days when I just go back and watch like bits and pieces of my life that I shared for that day or that week or whatever. So that's one thing I'm going to be doing more of, more vlogs, maybe not necessarily daily vlogs because those are really tedious, but I think I'm going to be doing either weekly or monthly vlogs. Comment down below and let me know if you would more appreciate a weekly vlog, like random weeks, or monthly vlogs like every month. Let me know what you think about that. But for me, like I said, I had to figure out what is it that I bring to the space, and also I had to be true to that. I have seen content on here, especially trending topics, and I've seen a bunch of people jump on it and they blow up because that's what people want. But I'm not here to just do what everyone else is doing and just give people what I think this set of people. I'm here to connect with my people. I'm here to connect with the people that can watch my content on days when they feel low, can watch my contents on a day when they're remembering something that I spoke about and I shared my opinion about. Someone just wants to feel relaxed and have, like, you know, whatever it is that resonates with you. That's the impact that I want to have in the space. So if you are going to start, you have to figure out, what do I want to be on here for? What is my reason? What do I want people to see? How do I want people to feel? Who am I trying to reach? When you figure that out, then you can start deciding, okay, what's my flow? I'm still, after a year on here, I'm still trying to figure out my flow. There are times when I'll edit and I'll drop something in, something different, and I'm like, how do I feel about that? Let me try this. And then the next time I might either forget to do it, or I might have just moved on from it and tried something else. I have reinvented how my page looked. I have recreated my intro. I have recreated the look of my page. It is important for you to understand that you will never start out perfect. I have compared myself to other YouTubers. That I have this one girl that I don't even know, I think she's in Australia, and she has amazing talent when it comes on to editing. And every time I get on her page, I get depressed all over again, because I'm like, girl, what am I not getting? Why wasn't I gifted with this talent that you have? Right? Because I'm just like, her editing is off the chains, okay? And so I had to just remind myself. Sometimes I go back down to a couple of videos and I'm like, okay, she's been on here 9 years, 10 years, whatever. So she would have learned. So you, if you are thinking of starting, if you haven't started yet and you're thinking along the lines of, I haven't figured it out, I don't know how to edit, I don't know the first thing about editing, I don't know, you're not gonna know everything. And the truth is, a lot of things you will only learn after you start. Only after you get introduced to the space. My very first video that I uploaded on here was probably very chaotic, because I didn't know how long I needed it to be. I didn't know what clips. I remember my very first vlog, one of my friends, Katie, said, she's like, girl, I don't want to see you exercising all day. I don't want to see your full workout. And I was like, really? Wow. Now I go back and I look at that video and I'm like, yeah, that really was a very long part of the clip. My sister-in-law said some things like, listen, take this out, why didn't you finish that, whatever. And so over time, now I don't get so much of that because I'm learning. And so my encouragement to you is start it so you can learn, because the benefits are there. I do not focus on when I will be monetized. I believe that I need to have 1,000 subscribers, but a certain amount of watch time, and I haven't hit that amount of watch time yet. Am I watching it? Absolutely not. I'm putting the content out when I feel led to, because that's another thing for me. I will not feel like I'm in the space, like I'm being forced to do it. I don't want to feel that way. I don't want it to feel like work, like I have to do, because then you will be able to tell. I am okay with taking my breaks. I am okay with posting something every 3 days. And then also, I'm okay with the fact that sometimes I might post a video within 3 days, but then another time I might not post one until 7 days. And that's okay. It does not take away from the fact that I enjoy being here. I am enjoying the journey. I'm enjoying the way that I am growing. I am learning new things. I have gotten so much more techie. Sometimes I'm sitting there, I blow myself away. I am amazed at the things that I have learned. I am amazed at the things, the equipment that I got, the gadgets that I got, because as I grow, as I develop, I realize, okay, this could help improve the content. Okay, this could help. As I uploaded, as I edited, as I recorded, more and more, I learned new things. I tried to keep myself in the loop with things that would make my life easier, with things that could improve my content. Now I'm far from where I want to be, because I still look at my videos sometimes and I'm like, okay, this could be better. Okay, but why was last month's video better than last week's video? What am I doing wrong with the editing? I'm still trying to get a hang of it, but I am just here to remind you that you will not start off at the top. With that said, thank you so very much to each and every one of you who have subscribed to my channel, who have shared any of my videos or shared my channel with your friends, who have left a like, a comment, whatever way that you have contributed to the growth of this channel. Know that I love and I appreciate you so much. I look forward to however many more years that I'll be on here, however long that I feel led to share my life with you, to share bits and pieces of my life with you. I look forward to sharing my special moments with you and to hiding some of my special moments from you. I'm so very happy to have you in this space with me. Enjoy the journey, enjoy the videos. If you like the videos, guys, like the videos, love on them, show me some love in the comments, help me grow this channel. I was about to set a goal for the end of the year, but I won't set it on here. I will set it. I think I'll write it in my journal what my goal is. I really need to do a better job also at sharing my content because I don't do that very much. I don't do that very often. Occasionally when I remember, I'll share to like Instagram, I'll share it to my WhatsApp or whatever, but I really need to do a better job also moving into the next year of sharing my own content, of putting it out there so that people know that it's out there. Regardless, I just want you to know that I'm happy to have you here, and I'm so thankful to each and every one of you who allowed me to be a part of your lives, who let me in, who allow me to share myself with you, to be vulnerable and be transparent constantly with you. Thank you so very much, guys, and I look forward to having you with me for as long as this journey will last. Bye.
There is nothing in the world that you cannot do.